What is going on, guys? It's Reflex here, and man, I am excited to play through this game. Now, as you guys know, it's the start of Let's Plays, and what better game than Final Fantasy 15? Now, we're playing this on New Game Plus, because as you guys can see, there is some other save files in there with 80 plus hours, and that's because I've beaten this game twice already. The first time was just to play through it, and the second time was to actually pretty much complete everything in it, and I have 100% completed this game. Other than one achievement, but then they added other achievements through the DLCs. But the vanilla game, I pretty much have one achievement left, and we might get that into the actual game itself. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, this is going to be very fun. Now, I will not be talking through cutscenes. Probably not, at least. But it should be fun. It really should be fun. It's going to be a long playthrough. And I'm excited to actually finish it because this is a wonderful game. It's honestly my top three Final Fantasies of all the series. And people complain that the game wasn't finished, blah, blah, blah. Even with the game not being finished, all the DLCs they have added, which I understand, people say that they should have just added the DLCs, to the actual game itself. And I understand that, but the game is fun. The Tale of the Chosen King, Savior to the Star, which probably makes no sense now, but it will in the future. And here is the main protagonist, antagonist. I really don't know which is which. Like, I always forget which is good, which is bad. But that is the main character, Noctis Lucis Caelum, which we'll be playing as throughout the game. Except for the DLCs. I'll be playing the DLCs periodically, like through the story, to kind of match them up with where they should be played at. So it'll be pretty fun, because I do have the season pass, even though they're actually doing something with, I guess, another version where you get like everything plus more. I don't know, it was something crazy, but that's Prompto. We're getting introduced to all the characters here, and the cool thing about this scene is you'll understand it more towards the end of the game. There's Ignis, because at the end of the game, you're going to pretty much see something, and you'll be like, oh, whoa, okay. So it's a little confusing right now, but that is Gladiolus, the King's Sworn Shield, pretty much the big buff guy. And every one of these people are badass in their own way. But I think Noctis is the most badass, just for the reason, kind of his story, if that makes sense. Before the fall. And I love the cutscenes. Now, this first cutscene actually takes place in the Kingsglaive movie, so if you guys have not checked that out, I suggest watching it. It's not that it's a great film, but rather it gives you insight on the story more. But I will shut up for the cutscene.
Set forth with my blessing, Prince Noctis.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Take your leave and go in the grace of the gods.
Right. Well, princes will be princes.
So much for royal protocol.
Not like you had to deliver a formal address.
Your Highness!
What now?
I fear I have left too much unsaid. You place a great burden on those who would bear with you.
You're one to talk.
I ask not that you guide my wayward son, merely that you remain at his side.
Indeed, Your Grace.
We'll see the prince to Alticia if it's the last thing we see.
Yeah, what he said. Hate to break this up, but Kor's got the motor running. Stratos, he's in your hands.
And another thing. Do mind your manners around your charming bride-to-be.
Your Majesty as well. Try to mind yours around our esteemed guests from Niflheim.
You have no cause for concern.
Nor do you.
Take heed. Once you set forth, you cannot turn back.
You think I would?
I need only know that you are ready to leave home behind.
Don't know about you, but I'm ready as I'll ever be.
Take care on the long road. Wheresoever you should go, the line of Lucis goes with you. Walk tall, my son.
Oh my god, it's so beautiful. I love the cutscenes in this game, like, honestly. Final Fantasy, in my opinion, makes the best cutscenes in any other franchise. I don't care what it is. They make the best cutscenes. And it's just honestly really awesome. But Chapter 1, Departure. Prince Noctis Lucis Caelum sets forth from his homeland with his three-man retinue in tow, his destination Altissia, capital of Accordo, where he will formalize the union of states through his marriage to the Lady Lunafreya of the Imperial Province of Tenebrae. Now, when I first played through this game, you will not understand how many of those words I said wrong, because the game really... Final Fantasy is also one of those games where they have made up names, and normally you say them wrong when you don't hear them. So a lot of these words I was pronounced like, I think I pronounced Tenebrea for the last word. It was a whole bunch of bad things. But one bad thing about Final Fantasy is that the loading screens are terribly long. But I mean, that's why I'm doing a Let's Play and talking, because if I was just doing a normal walkthrough and not even talking through this would be very, very boring for you guys, because you guys wouldn't be hearing anything, just watching a loading screen, which, yeah, I mean, probably if I was actually editing this without any audio, I'd probably just cut this loading screen out. But for the most part, I'll just be talking through it. But yeah, this next little cutscene / just first little moment of gameplay, kind of, I will be talking through it for the reason there's a certain song where it's actually a beautiful, it's one of my favorite cover / renditions of Stand By Me. I don't know if you guys ever heard that song, but it is going to be copyrighted. So if I talk over it and lower the volume, it might, I might not get copyrighted. But even if I do, I really don't care, because this will be a copyright claim, not really a copyright strike. But regardless, I'm going to do my best not to get that. But yeah, this is going to be fun. Honestly, it's going to be fun. It's one of my favorite Final Fantasies, and people will probably scold me over that. But personally, I really do think so. I really do. Where we at? Like I said, I don't like talking through cutscenes. This is kind of a cutscene / not a cutscene. It's weird. But as you guys can tell, we're already stranded. Not even 3 minutes in, or 6 minutes in, I should say. We're already stranded. Even though, as you guys can tell, they're wearing a little bit different clothes in the start cutscene. That is mainly because that's the in-game clothing. I'll be changing it later, because I forgot to. I thought they would have gave me the old, just the default clothes when I started a new game, but I guess not. But they even kept my car. This is not the normal regalia like what it looks like, so this is weird.
Steady.
Alright. And the song starts, I believe. So, yep, here it comes. So, basically, I'm just going to be talking through this whole thing. I'm trying not to hit my chair with the mic in it, because I don't want it to make any extra bumping noises. But yeah, this game is very fun. It's honestly, I will not lie, this song that it's playing right now, it's so beautiful that I can't let you guys hear it, because that's how beautiful it is. But it hits you in the feels later on in the game, and it's crazy how it does that. It's really weird, but it's fun. This game is very fun. And what I really like about Final Fantasy 15 is that, some people, not everyone, some people were mad for the reason that there was no girls into the actual main cast, like the actual people you play as, and I kind of understand why they didn't do that, for the reason it's kind of like a big ass road trip with, like all four, we got Noctis, Ignis, Prompto, and Gladio. And, it's like a big road trip, and it shows just a bonding of friends, kind of like a brotherhood type thing. And, it kind of just shows the connection of all four throughout the story. And that's what I really like. I really like, once you actually play through the whole game, and you'll notice towards the end, you'll see, how well friends they actually are and all that. And it's just, I don't know. I think it was really good the way they did it. Now, I'm really trying hard to talk through all of this, because I really don't want you guys to hear the song, because YouTube will hit me with that copyright hammer, like BAM! There goes the copyright. But you guys could probably hear in the background, but I don't know. Maybe not. I mean, as long as I'm interrupting it, I think they shouldn't be mad. But oh gosh, it got even louder. Okay, we're good now. So they're talking about demons. Yeah, they spelled, when I first seen this, I was like, what the hell are daemons? But it's just their version of demons. It's basically only, well, it says it right there, vicious creatures. They appear in the dead of night, and they're strong as hell. But not gonna be strong for us. You'll understand why in a little bit. Alright, another cutscene. We're in Hammerhead. This is pretty much, I ain't gonna say it's the hub of the world because it's not, but it's the main place where we're gonna fix up our regalia and stuff in the future. Look at them cheeks! Look at them!
Y'all kept a girl waiting. Now, which one's the prince? Aha! Hello, Your Highness. Congrats
Yeah,
on
don't
your
ask
wedding.
me their design factor on
just yet.
Cindy. I don't get it,
Lady Lunafreya's groom to
but
be.
I'm
Here
not
in Hammerhead.
mad at it. I'll tell you that much.
You best save your apologies for Pawpaw.
She is the only one dressed like this too. Like it's literally like she's the
Sid's
only
Grace
one
Monkey
like this.
granddaughter.
No one else is designed in any way, shape, or form like that. That's the weird part.
Didn't your daddy tell you? She's a custom classic, not some beat-up old clunker.
That is Sid. And fun fact about Sid, there's a Sid in every single Final Fantasy. He's been like a staple in the Final Fantasy franchises. But the cool thing is, he doesn't appear as the same person. He always appears as a different character, which is the cool part. He one time appeared as an enemy, a friend. I don't know if he always appeared as a person. I think one time he wasn't even a person, I believe. I'm not entirely sure though. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, Sid was in, I think, all the Final Fantasies, which is pretty cool. And they've been keeping that going for a very long time.
Y'all heard him. Let's get moving. Right this way.
Y'all heard him. Let's get moving. I don't know why she's country. Because, you know, her dad don't even sound, or her grandpa doesn't even sound that country.
Never any good at it either.
Alright, we're finally going to get to move around for like half an inch, I think. Yeah, now look at this. I'm messing with my gear, but we're level 100. Well, I'm 102. The rest of them are 101. I'm equipping all the, gear that I want to use. I'm not entirely, since it's been a while, I really don't know what I want to use at all. Like, I have the best weapons in the game for each type of weapon, so that's the weird part. Kind of want to make sure I keep everything like best, like if it's dagger, I want to keep the best one for Ignis. If it's a gun, I want to keep it for Prompto, and if it's a, what do they call that, like a two-hand weapon, I want to keep it for Gladio. I think I got all the good things on, and then we got all the outfits, every single one. Now let's see, gotta fix. I want to make sure I get everyone. I think everyone still has their best weapon. Yeah, seems like it. Ignis got him. Yeah, he got the best ones too. Yep. So everyone got their best weapon. Now, at this point, I'm not sure if there's another best weapon, but for now, I think that's the best I can give him. I'm gonna go ahead and talk to Cindy real quick.
Y'all ain't never been out this way before, have you? Go on, have a look around. This'll make sure y'all don't get lost.
Alright, we got a world map. Basically, I mean,
Well, might as
I
well
never
make good
really
use of
thought
the extra time.
that we needed the world map, because I wonder if well, never mind. I think before we even did this, I don't even think I had a map to go to, so maybe
Russian
it did make
Pawpaw
sense
won't
to give me
you
a
no
map.
good.
I never checked that before. Alright, so I guess we gotta go to the restaurant or
They
something?
got Ebony out here. Oh, Ignis is
Ebony is
quick.
coffee, by the way,
Wait,
I believe.
what's a gill?
A moment knocked.
Oh,
We've
he waited
spent
until
the
I
last
got
of our
in
funds
the
on
restaurant
repairs.
to tell me.
I suggest we confer with Cindy.
Okay, so we got no
Broken
money.
down and flat broke.
Adding insult to injury.
Old man's in for both after charging us that much.
Yeah.
And if you guys look down in the bottom right corner, look at my health. It is maxed out. Yeah. We're pretty much OP.
She ain't gonna be ready for a while. Y'all need something?
Yeah, we need some money. Ask for a discount. Ask my friends. Yeah. I don't want to look too
We're
needy. I'm
strapped
the
for
prince.
cash. Any way we could earn a little?
Oh, now I get it. This must be what Pawpaw meant when he said he was gonna teach them boys a lesson. told me he ought to have y'all take care of some ornery varmints that have been causing a ruckus around here. I'd be happy to pay y'all for your services if you're up to the challenge. How about it?
Old man's got his eye on you, Noct. Show him what you got.
Alright, we're on 10 AP, which is ability points, which they just said. Basically, we can level up our skill tree. I really don't know what I need to level up at all. We got a whole bunch of stuff to level up though. I already got everything in the armature, I believe. I think. Yeah, it doesn't tell me. Like they look, I don't know, since they're different colors, it feels like I don't have them. Oh, okay, so that's what it's supposed to look like. Okay, I see. I'm so new to this game kind of because it's been such a long time. If I would have, you know, like did a let's play maybe 3 months ago, I'd be more familiar with everything I'm doing, but since I haven't, that's what's kind of weird about this game. Alright, I think we're good on everything. Just one last look. I don't even know what I want to put in here, honestly. Like, I bought a third accessory for Noctis, and I don't even know what I even would want to put in here. I don't need more health. I don't know. I don't know, actually. Freak it.
But don't go running around after dark. The demons are liable to rip y'all to
She's
shreds.
lying. I'm level 102,
This
but
ought to
she
be
don't know
enough
that.
for
Look,
us
she
to
get.
say.
I have
Just between us,
55,000,
though.
and they
Don't
said I was
tell
broke.
Pawpaw.
I guess that's the story telling you that, yeah, you beat the game already, but we're not going to tell them that. So, yeah, you're broke. Okay, unnecessary jump.
Wow.
I don't even know how I did that, to be honest.
Here, huh?
That's how it works.
Now, the combat's going to be a little bit more fluid in this for the reason I'm level 100. Like, it literally... I'm still going to try to do, like, the goals they say. Not all of them, though, but... Yeah, as you guys can tell, this is the DLC weapon, I believe. It is the Ragnarok, and there you go. That's what it looks like. It's beautiful. Literally beautiful. I will be getting a D in Finesse every single time because I'll beat ass so fast. There's nothing I can do. Literally, like, I will get a D every single time. Maybe a C, but I'll never get a B or an A. It will be impossible. Walking downtown. About to kill me some varmints. Now that took me, I don't know if you guys just noticed, but my stamina bar like shot back up. That is mainly because there's like a little secret mechanic in this game that they don't even tell you, but if you tap the left stick in right when you're about to run out, it will refill. No one knows why. I don't know why, but it's pretty cool. I'm trying to give my other weapon some love right now. Like literally every one of us, see look, the Finesse again, but every one of us is OP. And you're probably thinking like, okay, why didn't you just play through it again at level 1? And the thing is, the game at level 1 and the game at level 100 is literally the exact same thing. The only difference is I'm not taking 40 years to beat an enemy. I'm taking literally like 10 seconds to do, you know, what they had me do. And that's the only difference. There really isn't, like, it's not making it easier because I could beat every single person as level 1. It'd just take a lot longer. And that's the one bad thing, the one flaw I have in this game is that, you know, kind of like this game doesn't take skill. It doesn't take any strategic effort like the other Final Fantasies brought. Like in Final Fantasy 13, for instance, you know, it still took, it kind of went away from the turn-based and they kind of went to a like a live, or I don't even know what I should call that. Oh, Cindy's calling me. Oh, that's a spoiler. You didn't know Cindy was calling me, but she is.
How goes the hunting?
Actually, we just finished.
That's great, because I got one more hunt for y'all. Only this time, it's for a person. Fella named Dave went off, and we ain't heard from him since. Reckon he staked out a spot in an old shack nearby.
Old shack. Oh, got it. We'll take a look.
Well, yes, as I was saying, Final Fantasy 13 introduced a new type of attack system where it kind of went away from the turn-based and went to like a real-time kind of fighting. It was weird because it still kind of was turn-based, but in a weird, different way. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but it still needed some like strategic effort to it, to where you couldn't just hold and tap A the whole time, or in this case, in this game, tap B the whole time and beat everything. Because literally, if I was level 10, I could still beat every single enemy in the game. And that's just facts. Like even demons. I remember I was level, I think, 15. There's level 30 demon that could kill me in one hit. But if you literally have like 10 potions, wow, I can't believe that actually hit me. But yeah, if you had like at least 10 potions, you could beat it. Take your time. And you can literally beat everything. That's the one bad thing about this game that I think kind of an issue. But
What about the shack over there?
other than that, the game's fun. The game is really great. There's nothing else I could really say bad of it. I mean, that isn't even really a bad thing. It's just I like the strategic thing you had to do in the old games. Like especially on hard bosses. I always love the bosses too. Like Final Fantasy 13 had a boss where they'd put a death counter over your head, and pretty much if you wasted a certain amount of turns, once the ticker gets down to 0, you die. Regardless of health, regardless of anything, game over, dead.
Hey, who's
And they did that on a few other games. I think it was called Doom, too. I think that's what it was called.
Well, and look
But
who's
it was
in
awesome.
Here. The man
It honestly
of
was
the
awesome.
hour. Dave, right? Been looking for you.
Didn't mean to cause you all any trouble.
Now, there is side quests in this game, and as I said in my last playthrough that I've done, I've did everything. Like, I've completed all the side quests, and I'm not going to be doing that in this game, so I'll give you a little bit of brief update on everyone's side quests. For Dave, he had you do a lot of hunting side quests as well as finding dog tags. So, pretty much what he's doing now is giving me a hunt to go fight someone. Well, kill a, I forget actually what it's called, but it's a little monster thingamajiggy, like an animal. But yeah, most likely he'll have me on the side quest do that as well as find dog
get ready
tags.
to kick some
Once you
tail.
do all that, his last quest is, actually I don't remember. I think his last quest is like something where, well, I really don't want to spoil it, but the last quest was somewhere else, but it was, I don't know, I really kind of forget. But mainly all his quests had to do with the same thing, which was kind of, I don't know, repetitive in a way, but it was still cool.
Before we set out.
Now, to kind of have a good place to stop, I'm going to accept this idea of camping.
In that case,
Mainly
let's
because
find a spot. to
it's a
lay
good idea.
camp.
It's a good way to
Hunters are really
figure out a
out in
good
full force
stopping
around
point.
Here, huh?
So they're the new Crown's Guard or something?
Similar,
Now,
though
the
technically
camping is
a
actually pretty
civilian
cool, though,
outfit.
because in this
They've
game, they,
definitely seen a lot
with
more
camping,
action
they
than we
introduce,
have.
like, eating and stuff.
Is it cool that
Which
we
you'll
rock
see
Crown's
in a
Guard
minute.
outfits? Be worse not to. They made them especially
I
for
really need to
us.
switch the
Even got a
clothes,
sweet insignia,
but I
huh?
don't know
In
when.
the Crown's Guard,
I think
your
they look
attire
cool.
identifies you. So
I mean,
wear it with
at least the
pride.
in-game clothes are actually cool and not something stupid, or else I would have
here
actually
we
changed
are.
them. Well, here we are. Camp.
Let's call
Get
it
this
a day.
camping going.
I'll see what I can whip up.
Dang, I get 3 AP for camping? I didn't even know that. Alright. Now, when your first camp visit, or even hotel visit, or even like little RV visit, you'll have these cutscenes that, you know, pretty much commemorate your first visit. Which is cool, I guess, in a way. Now, the weird thing about this camping gear is it's an actual brand in real life called Coleman, and people were like, why are they using real gear? That's such a sellout move, and honestly, I don't understand why people care. People really care about everything, get butthurt about everything, when, in my opinion, it shouldn't matter. But let's see, what should we eat as our first meal of the game? Ooh, maybe a slice of pizza. It doesn't have pepperoni, but fuck it, we're gonna go ahead and eat us some pizza. That's a good first meal, right? I don't know how many times we're gonna do this throughout the game, but I think we can do it one time. Like, look at that. Look at the graphics though. That's a good ass looking pizza. Like if you gave me that piece right now, I'd probably want to eat it. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Like that shit actually looks really good. And that's the cool thing about all the things in here. Is it all looks good. Yep, we're all level 101. It's gonna take hella XP to level up, and we can't even get that amount. It's gonna take us like the whole game. Alright, we got Prompto's photography to level up. Now I won't be saving any of these photos because I already have so many. So that's why I'm probably not even going to look through them. Just for the reason I have enough. Maybe if I find the perfect photo, I'll save it. But other than that, probably not. But I think it's a good place to stop. If you guys did enjoy, leave a like, subscribe. And you guys know the drill. I will see you guys later.
Rather more than a middling mechanic can handle.
All things considered, I'd say she turned out okay.
Like any girl, you just